never played Horns of Fear before. I know nothing about it other than it's an indie horror game made by one guy. We are playing this for 90 minutes today because on the last subblock we ended 30 minutes early. So we'll play until the how long to beat clock says an hour and 30 minutes. The best gameplay experience, it is recommended you play the game in a dark room while using headphones. Well, I have the first one. I have the second one covered. I've got headphones on. I can't really do dark room or the green screen won't work. WASD to move. Okay. Interact with E. Fridge is empty. Foul odor coming from the trash. Kind of like the art style, the walking animation reminds me of old school adventure games. Escape I opens up your inventory. Jim is a journalist. Certain parts of the game you must use the mouse to interact. Jim will only pick up items if he needs them. Whenever you need to use an item, open your menu and click on an item. I like the lack of description, that's cool. Is this game not natively in English? Is it a French game originally? Oh wait, we don't want to do that. I don't know how saving works yet, if it's just autosave. Oh, there's my answer. It's a pizza man. What's up? Sit down to eat. Okay. Jim Sonnermore, 36 years old. Take care of myself, work out every morning, avoid eating too much meat. Watch Seinfeld every Saturday night. It is a good show. Parents insist that I study journalism. They are right to do so, and I'm one of the best in the field. I want to become an artist, paint creatures all day long while lighting up. Wife Brenda and daughter are sweet as can be. Waiting to grow old. Talking to his imaginary friend. Haven't talked with his wife in ages. Oh no, okay. After hitting a wall with me, she took Marie to a hotel for a few days to evaluate things. Huh. Let's give this one a try. That seems good. Drug hallucinations sound great for a horror game. That throw up, maybe? Apologize for calling so late. Hey, it's got Animalese from Animal Crossing. It's a good indie choice if you can't do voice acting. Available much longer. What, the Animal Crossing voice acting or the sound of a phone buzzing? I like the soundtrack so far too. (217), but nobody's answering. It's the sound of responsibility. Only picks up stuff that he needs, it said. The only things these computers can do is save data, that's it. Why do we buy so many of these? Oh, it's a labyrinth with a centaur man in the center. The sound of fuck you, I was sleeping. I'm starting to like the art. Of course the man's face is eaten away by mold. I love the things that are just common in horror games that the characters aren't, like, weirded out about. Are there many adventure horror games? Oh, that's gross. Yuck. And there's a naked person in a wheelchair. Ooh, puzzles. Okay. I guess I'll take screenshots of these. Be good training for La Mulana 2 if we play it this weekend. Can I do this quickly? Horror games traditionally were more like adventure games. Okay, so XXI is 10. Huh. Interesting. The meaning of the symbols changes based on the number. La Mulana 2 got a patch today? Oh, cool. How does it feel controls-wise? La Mulana 1 had a lot of weird, like, jank. That kind of became charming after a while, but... Okie dokie. Hey, it's, Peepaw from Arrested Development. Sorry to bother you, creepy naked man sitting in a wheelchair. He doesn't seem very accommodating. You seem concerned about something. We're just not communicating. Oh, I really like this art. That could have sparked an interesting conversation. He's way creepier looking sitting there. Or Jeffrey Tamper. This game's cool so far. I like the changing camera angles too. Deucid, captivated by Perseus. Has me figuratively frozen in place. Oh, that's cool. Remember, the main character is like high on something. Look like a party drug. Ooh, spooky. There are some jump scares. Yeah, I like all the fixed camera angles on these different screens. It's not all just this top-down style. Yo! Arian Gorton. Wednesday Addams. I'm a weird crap guy. Yeah. Don't like talking about myself IRL. Follow my Twibber if you want to learn more. She likes surfing the deep web too. What the hell do you do on the deep web, girl? Sorry, one sec. Diane is overbearing and demanding, especially when it comes to my education. Inhaling the 4chans. Like scuba diving. When I ain't scared of dogs, there's a good chance you'll meet Nibble. He's a sweetheart. Is he a sweetheart on acid, though? Does his face look like it's melting, like, normally, most of the time? Circuses! Great! A Romani woman. Correct term for gypsies. There's a gypsy curse. It's okay, I played her Resident Evil. I got dogs covered. Butcher eventually found out she was furious. Miranda was expecting to see her beloved once more. Saw the butcher wielding a hefty cleaver above her head. How does this curse manifest? Tightness in your ribcage, shadows stretch over the ground trying to grab you. That sounds like LSD. Doesn't want to talk about the caretaker. Okay. That's a little on the nose. That the maintenance man's name is Daedalus, the guy that created the labyrinth for the Minotaur in Greek mythology. Thank him for creating all the mechanisms in the mansion. The way there is through the locked door at the back of the mansion. Find the wooden cow Daedalus made for me and I'll help you. Wooden cow? Metal Gear? Alright. I tasted dog food once when I was a kid. It wasn't half bad. Oh man. This is how the Minotaur was born, presumably. Okay. Won't unlock any mechanisms, but come in handy for another puzzle. Okay, I'll take a screenshot of it for my list of screenshots. I guess it has the same symbols that we saw in the earlier puzzles, right? Yeah, I bet it spells something. We have to know what code we're using to know what it spells. And that's how the Minotaur was born. It was a Trojan cow. An elaborate sex toy. Myth of Poseidon. Clean up your house, guys. You got chips lying on the ground. See a slot in the middle. Alright, there's a bunch of numbers on that thing. Probably come up later. So I'm controlling the movements of a test subject. When was the last time we went on a family vacation? Slimy liquid at the bottom of this rusted bathtub stinks. Yuck. Nasty set of dentures. Did I take the dentures? Alright. Fair enough. Can I see the dentures? I can't use that here. Okay. Oh, gnarly. Nice taxidermy work. I feel like it could attack me at any second. This game's really cool. It has the usual, created by a single person and wasn't edited stuff, like, you know, naming the groundskeeper Mr. Daedalus, but I like it so far. Captain, the hold is packed with exotic fish and bottles of rum. We should weigh anchor before the sea monster pulls us into the deep. So I'll take a screenshot of that, given the colors. It's got cool art objects, too. Like, designing art objects takes a lot of work. Or transparent sheet that reads Henry Huxley Macbeth 1793. Fish tank could use more care. The water's green, there are dead fish floating on the murky surface. Making art objects is easy. So it'll be me if I keep popping pills. No, Jesus. Okay. Bonsai and an old photo stand on this dusty piece of furniture. Suspicious stains. Carpe diem. Something's vibrating in the armoire. A bedpan and a crucifix. Super. An old handheld radio. Which I can't do anything with yet. Put dentures in radio. Probably something under that later. Looks like I had to get batteries. What's with the zoom in, man? Oh, can I put the dentures? Use dentures with octopus. Shit. Okay. I'm just gonna make a voice-activated adventure game, right? Yeah, this house is a little bit creepy. Just a little... It's a teensy bit spooky. Oh, hey, was that the picture of Kronos eating his son? Saturn, which I think Saturn is Kronos? Saturn's Roman Kronos? Find rubber duck with clamps and clothesline. I really like that there's so many puzzles in this game. I was just trying to give you a hand. What the fuck? That's the first thing to make him go, what the fuck? Clock stopped at 8. What a creepy clown statue in the hallway. That's not okay. It's a model of a cheerful clown. Thanks, game. There's gonna be bears later. Let's just go ahead as black paintings. Somebody's added elements to this Fuseli piece. Screenshot. Something's missing. It's not dentures, right? No, not yet. I wonder if I'm gonna get chased by the bear. I hope that this game doesn't have a game over condition. I really like adventure games that don't. Like, it can be creepy without needing to have one, you know? Oh, they went for all this red lighting, too. Soon they will be legion. They will spread chaos. The state does not survive, and the corruption lies now. Small key. So that must be what the Horns of Fear are talking about, the Minotaur. Some kind of mechanism, but it needs batteries to work. A mechanism made of baby doll heads. Rotten planks covered in cobwebs. I don't like that zoom when you leave a room. I like all the little jumpy stuff like that. Generally, it's pretty tame. Dave build a maze? No. What is it? I haven't heard of it either. Dave made a maze. I don't think I've seen anything that has like a key slot on it yet. It has an infinity icon on it. It's helpful. Wind up something or other later on. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Satanic ritual. Whoa. Okay, so this might connect to the puzzle I picked up earlier, maybe? A, B, C, D, E, F. C can mean snake, or F can mean snake, but the numbers I have to worry about are 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Which don't map to any of these, so I don't think I can know this yet. So I'll come back to this later when I know more. That sounds cool, Kaz. I think the creepiest book I've ever read was House of Leaves. It was actually how I greeted Andrea on OkCupid. It was kind of a neg. I was like, she had House of Leaves on the list of books that she really liked, and I was like, oh, House of Leaves. Did you finish it? It's a hard book to finish. Alright, so I have a key. It's really good. A key and dentures. Maybe I can give dentures to the old man and he can talk to me. I don't know why I didn't think about trying that earlier. You can't, I mean, reading it start to finish is kind of complicated already, right? Because, like, it's dependent on you reading appendices and footnotes and stuff. Hey, man, can you talk to me now? Hands the dentures of the old man. Oh, it's moving It's creepy. I love that the effect of moving him is... It's basically a switch. He fell asleep with a full stomach. It's kind of gross. It's kind of gnarly. Like, what's their cellar like when we've seen what they put on display in their main rooms, right? We're due for a jump scare here. Wooden cows in there. I like the chromatic aberration effect. Don't take things from the creepy cellar, maybe? This is gonna end badly for you, dog. Haven't you seen Cabin in the Woods? On the way out. There's gonna be a jump scare. There it is! Oh, sweet. It's like, what game is it? Oh, shit. Okay, you can die. Good to know. Wonder how far back... Okay, it sends you back to the same sequence. That's cool. A karate kick. Probably have to duck again. Ha. I don't have many other tools I can sneak. Oh, thanks, game. That's cool. I like that. It lets you try to figure it out. Yeah, this is like out of this world. Talk about the splitting headache. That's pretty great. What the hell? Alright, so we have no to try to hide under beds in the future. Whoa! That was spooky. He's sleeping peacefully. Okay. Yeah, this is like trauma horror. Oh, cool. Paintings are all upside down and he's not commenting on it. I love it. It's fantastic. This game is cool, Cat. Oh my god. Ah, this is funny. Is he just leaving the house automatically? Okay, at least he tried to be like, alright, I'm peacing out. Oh, funny. Sorry. I think what's making this game work for me is its gameplay decisions of like when you die, it just has you attempt the sequence again immediately. That's a good modern adventure game approach. There's no reason to make you load your save and walk all the way down to practice it again. You're gonna eat your broccoli, man. Yikes. I love some descriptions don't change at all. The face my daughter makes when she take away her phone. Fragile, must be Italian. It reminds me of Out of This World with much of a bigger horror bend to it. Like, the walk cycle is very specific looking. I wonder if he's inspired by a certain game. They're training me to hate that hallway. Where's Ariane? I hope she's safe. I need to find her. Hey, that's a drawing of the thing with the dog. And we know that that guy's not nice. He definitely, like, tears your face off sometimes if he's not happy. I just said solving this is relevant for later if it doesn't matter right now. I like that there's a question mark that says solving this won't, like, move a mechanism. It'll just be useful for later. Cool of them to do that. Yeah, I'm guessing the developer of this game is French. Alright, so the only things I have now that I didn't have before... I have the wooden cow, so I have to find Ariane. Right? Might be in, like, her bedroom, I guess. I need batteries for the doll heads, which makes sense. I actually think that the jump scares are used well in this game. This game feels more creepy than it is like trying to abuse the jump scares, but they're all fairly quick. They get it over with. They don't, and it's sort of like something you would play the game for. Like, oh, I wonder what the jump scare is on this screen, you know. And the fact that I preempted the last one didn't help me not bolt up from it. I'm usually pretty anti-jump scare, I think. I think authored jump scares help a lot as far as me being able to play them. Like, let's see, slots, probably not the key, but I'll try it. The jump scares in Mirror Layers were not authored. Just after you spend a certain amount of time in the evil world, the thing came out to try to get you. I can't use a key here. And same thing for the jump scares in, I can use my words here, Alien Isolation, because the alien is all AI. You never really see it coming. Horror by Orchestra. Yeah. I don't like fake out jump scares. I really dislike musical stings. Like, this game has a little bit of a sound effect sting when something spooky happens. But it's not as bad as, like, most modern movies that just give away the creepiness factor by just making it loud suddenly. I'd be much more creeped out if you had a movie that was, like, showing a creepy girl's face flashing on the screen. It's way creepier to me if it just happens and there's no sound or sting or noise. Annihilation actually did that really well. It didn't have any stings. Shouldn't have gone in the cellar. He's really angry now. Key to the back door. Caretaker can disappear into the shadows. I think it would be really scary if it didn't have orchestral stings. And I don't know if the movie's meant to be scary. I automatically gave her the cow and traded it for the key. I see. might be that it's not really intended to be. It's more of like an 80s adventure movie. I feel like it could attack me at any second. Dun-dun-dun. Well, I only have one place to go with the key to the back door. There's one scare in it that has no musical cue. God damn it. So I don't like mouse and keyboard for horror games. It spooks me so much I shoot the mouse off the screen. Fortunately, it's not an FPS, because then I'd make the camera spin, right? There's one scare in it that doesn't have a sting with it, and it's actually pretty creepy. There's like a scene where a character's in a bathroom, and the camera just turns around, and Pennywise is like hanging up on the ceiling. That one's super freaky. I don't think I've actually reached a locked door. Are they just talking about the door I came in from? I'm not sure. But that's a dread hallway every time you walk through it. Why'd you go in the cellar? Because you wanted a cow. And I didn't think it was particularly weird that there was an old, dying man waiting for his dentures. The door's jammed. All right. So much for that. You're going back the other way. So far, I think all of the scares are authored. Like, I think if you go back and revisit a zone, there's not just random ones that can happen. You're worse when nothing happens in the hallway. That's pretty genius. I like that you have to pass through it several times. They've already established that bad shit happens in there. Maybe this way. This hallway might have one. Oh, creepy. That's cool. He's got a bullhead. A guy with a bunch of eyes. So what happens when you take drugs before you go do a thing, dude? Coming out of the menu, there'd be a good chance for one? Okay. There's a crazy guy lurking around. Things are heating up for once. I'm not going to throw in the towel. Okay. Yeah, right? Something's missing. I think that's part of the challenge with horror, Serp. You gotta figure out how to balance being creepy without being silly. It's really easy to go silly, I think. Yeah, I had a weird Minotaur head. I don't think there's anything I'm able to do back here right now, right? Yeah. Well, I think it's difficult to make something that's actually scary. Like, you can do something that's so over the top that the only response is to laugh at it, even if that's not the intent that you have. Just different levels of what people can tolerate. Yeah. I don't think I can do anything out here right now. Can't get to the, There's no items I can use with this thing. Alright, I guess I just had to pop outside and see there was stuff out there. I guess I can go talk to the little girl again. Get ready for this room. You're mean, cat. Oof, owie. I think Chaos... Yukubo, you were playing it? Is that right? Hey, what the hell? Oh, she's got nothing more to say. Do you know, Kat, was there something that I should have been able to do outside with my current stuff, or is there more things I have to find first? Oh wait, I wasn't able to pick up that transparent sheet before. Okay. I can try taking it outside, I guess. Huh, I've heard people say nothing but good things about it so far. I could still see that being a problem. It was a problem in Bravely Default. You know what to do with the paper. Okay, so it's not that. Anywhere else I could take it. Said it was transparent paper, right? Yeah, just so I see more of the game and I'm not just adventure game trying to use key with every keyhole. Where should I be taking the paper, Cat? Shouldn't be in that back room. Da-da-da-dun. Da-da-da-dun. Da-da-dun. Da-da-da-dun. Da-da-da-dun. Of all the stuff I've interacted with so far, I've got the code that I'm not able to solve yet, the Minotaur birthing blocks, painting with 3 dudes on it. Okay. See if I can find it. Oh, it's also a Fuseli piece. Okay, thanks, Kat. I totally forgot that's what that was. That's cool with the red on the fingers there. It's a cool puzzle. I think it has to be this way, right? They're all pointing at that spot. Like he's looking at this spot. I can't pick it up after doing that. It's a really cool puzzle. Is that an actual... I wonder if that's an actual drawing and they actually connect to each other like that. I'm trying to look for another room where a bunch of people are pointing. Guess I'll take a screenshot of it in case I see something that mirrors it later. I guess it's D4 is the important point, because it's a coordinate. So let me look at all my other stuff. Oh, D4 must be the... Oh. That's cool. It does have to do with the red dot puzzle, which I'd forgotten about. Very cool. I think was this hallway, which still hasn't had a jump scare, but is likely to have one soon. Oh, this probably is a combination. Let me look at my other thing that I gathered. So I took a screenshot of it. So what I'm looking at here is there's a plot of different ways that I can turn the gargoyle head, and that was in the book in the other room. So I'm looking at that clue, and I'm comparing it to... I wonder if I can show you guys. It might be cool for you to follow along with what I'm doing to solve the puzzle, so hold on one sec. Right, so here was the solved... Oops. Good night, Kai Mom. Thanks for hanging out. Happy to hear it. Right, so these map to each other, right? A, B, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A, B, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So D4, A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4 is left. So let's try that. It might not be that I have to set it to D4. I might have to do something else as well. I have it facing left, which is correct. There's also colors. It's blue. Can't press the red button. There's a thing over here. I don't think there's anything else I can click on. It might be that the only reason I needed D4 was for what direction this thing's supposed to be facing, and I might need to get the number and the letter somewhere else. So let me look at the other puzzles I've found so far. We got this one, which shows us a bunch of the symbols from this book here. Just paste all of my symbols over. Take a sec, sorry. I think those are the only things that matter. Okay. So D4. I don't have the letter D anywhere on these. I think the relevant thing is that this is a series of symbols that are accessible here. Right, there's a snake, there's the moon, snake, moon, that thing, and then this thing. So let me paste the symbol order on each of these so I can compare them. I guess while I'm doing this, Kat, can you confirm that the puzzle I'm doing right now is relevant to the gargoyle statue? Or is this not solvable yet? FOQZ. I wonder if they're advancing by the same number of letters every time. BK. Let's see. Between F and Q, there's G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q is 11, which is the page number. Now, is it the same for the first two? O to Z, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z is also 11. Nice, okay. So, that's interesting. This is probably 12 from Q, maybe? I'm guessing it loops around too, so... R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, A, B, C is 12. It is looping around. Nice. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L is 12. So it's how many steps the letter moves forward while looping around the alphabet Pac-Man style. So that, what does that tell me though? I don't think that informs me what the other symbols are. I guess if I knew the other letters, it's enough to tell me that the page number is part of the cipher. But I don't think I can use that to figure out what the moon is, because they only reveal the snake and the glands on each of these pages. Well, at least I've solved the relationship between each of these. And maybe it's going to matter later and I can't use it right now. I don't have a number to go with it right now. That's the maximum number of pages. Let me add, I guess I'll add this on here too. So this is what I would expect the solution to be, D4 with the demon facing left, because D4 is ABCD 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's left. And that matches this D4. But I don't think I can know what the other numbers are yet. See if there's other stuff I can find in the meantime. I don't have any new items, right? Still haven't found where I can use the infinity key. There's really nothing I can do outside. Kat, if you have advice at where I could go next, I'd be willing to take a hint. I'm just going to explore and interact with stuff in the meantime. There might be other puzzle clues elsewhere of art objects that I haven't interacted with yet. Clock stopped at 8. I think my number choices are only from 1 to 6. Is the... Well, I'm going to look at my art objects again. It goes from 1 to 6 and A through E, so that has to be right. Let me just confirm. Well, I think I have it here, don't I? A through E, or A through F. This doesn't go to F, does it? Hmm. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. Alright, well, I'll go explore elsewhere. If anyone in chat has an idea, I'll take it too. Just to show you guys again. These are my clues. This is the one I most recently got, and it seems to be highlighting D4. And then this seems to have the same coordinate grid as this guy here. So D4 is this guy with the demon facing left. On this screen, I've got the demon facing left. This is what these two buttons do. And I've set this to D4, but I can't press the red button. Oh, it's no problem, Cat. Don't panic. It's a hard puzzle game, but it's not obtuse like Mirror Layers. I just haven't figured it out yet. So I'm okay with being stuck. This key, I think I already tried. Let's try it again. Just making sure there aren't any other art objects to interact with that give me a clue. Check the parents' bedroom again. Oh, right. The batteries could be useful. I thought I was going to need batteries for this, so I guess it's an event flag thing. I needed to see a system crash has occurred. Computer will restart. Oh, cool. Cool. What the hell? I saw the battery thing earlier, but I guess I had to know that I needed batteries to come back and get it. I'll just keep it in mind in the future. I didn't think it would do event flags. I know a little bit about Eternal Darkness with the fake crashes and... Nice. Pretending like your memory card is corrupt and spawning a bunch of enemies because of sanity damage. No, I haven't played it. If we did it on stream, it would be blind. I think the fourth wall is pretty great for horror. I should have done that much sooner. I totally forgot about the batteries thing. I was like, oh, there must be 2 things I need batteries for. It didn't occur to me to go back and get the batteries from there. Batteries to work, which I have. $13. Okay. So this probably connects back to the puzzle we saw earlier. Oh yeah, telling me where I should look was the hint. But I already knew that, so that's okay. Okay, so... let's see. They want 13 is my code page. So snake is M. And that's the third one. How do I figure out the other ones though, is what I'm not sure about. Oh, I guess I could just count the letters between each of these, right? N-O-P-Q-R-S-T-U-V. So 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. Well, that's not too hard. So... N... What a creepy thing to do. U? Probably. And the first one, N-O-P-Q. That's cool. Neat. Libra tablet. It's very Silent Hill. Now something bad's gonna happen. Oh, great. Alright, so I know where the Libra tablet goes. It goes outside. Don't do that zoom in, man. It's rude. I'm due for a jump scare, and I'm due for some shenanigans with, Numbnuts, the caretaker. Yeah, I think if I can't solve something, Cat, I'm probably safe to just go around and explore. That was a cool puzzle, though. I like the way they had you do it. I think I need something else to solve that. A gargoyle statue with a red button. Libra, and then something bad's gonna happen as soon as I pop out of it. Oh, I need to collect all of the tablets to get out. That's clever. So that's the main goal of the game, I guess. Right on. There wasn't a how long to beat for this, so I just estimated 2 hours. I think it's longer than that. I'd probably guess 4 or 5 hours behind with the way the puzzles work. Alright, well I solved one puzzle. If you're able to look up like a video of someone playing through it, give me a clue about the gargoyle puzzle. I'm still a little stuck on that one, unfortunately. I hate that hallway. I feel like I have the solution right, but nothing's happening when I put it in, so I'm missing something. I guess I'm ignoring the color right now. Maybe I need to look at that. Like, I'll look back at the puzzle here. Maybe the color of the dots is relevant. Blue, red, yellow, green. I don't know, I haven't seen anything else that color would matter for. The box contains dried insects. Delightful. Garlic cloves down here. All the evil talismans they have in their cellar. Blue dot. Oh, the light is red. I wonder if that's relevant. So, let me go back and try that. It's a good call. So let me look at, here's the puzzle. This dot is blue. This is red, and the colors look kind of similar. So maybe I can get the light to change color, or the fact that it's red maybe is important. I don't think the reds make any design. That's got to be the puzzle they want me to solve right now, so it must be solvable already. Don't stress, it's okay. I'm having a good time. This game is cool. I like adventure games. This is just part of playing an adventure game, is being stuck. Right, so I can't change the light. I can turn these things. Let me look at... A1 should be facing forward, but that was the way it was facing by default. You'd want to have a way to make sure that you can't brute force this, right? Oh, that it is. Ah, okay. Okay, so this was the mistake I was making the entire time. The top switch changes the orientation of the gargoyle, and the bottom switch changes the color, and that must be how they keep you from brute forcing it. Got it. Cool. And more shenanigans are going to happen now that we have Pisces. Don't worry, it's fine. He doesn't even respond to that. I thought that the bottom button, instead of changing the color, I just thought it would rotate it the other way, but there's only 2 rotation degrees of freedom. Libra and Pisces. Alright, so now I gotta find other puzzles, because I've done 2 of them. I should have guessed that it didn't make sense that the color was meaningless. Yeah, I like it. I just ignored the color. If I hadn't ignored it, I would have looked for other things to interact with. One of those that puzzle makes sense in hindsight problems. Oh, the 8? Is that the clock, maybe? Nice. I didn't think about that last time. There's the Leo tablet. That's all my items. So there must be another puzzle somewhere. It's cool that it's kind of non-linear at that point. Need one more tablet. Nope, the clown. Yeah, no, I'm good. No, thanks. Alright, so we gotta solve one more puzzle. Trying to think. I think that all the puzzles we've run into we've used now. Yeah. So there must be another one that we haven't interacted with yet at all. I like the clock stopped at 8. It's the infinity key. It's cool. Two old men eating soup. This one I'd like to know what I'm supposed to do with it. It's not going to be my picture, right? It's just to look at my family. No, all I have is the photo right now. So I probably just need to go back and visit every room and find an item to interact with the octopus puzzle. I think that's the last one that I have to do. Maybe there's anything that I haven't picked up or talked to. Use dead fish with octopus slot. Use dildo with octopus. That would actually make sense. That doesn't appear to be the answer they want, though. Okay. I mean, I guess I can already make out the numbers on the octopus, but I was expecting them not to matter until I find the art object or the item that I need to use with it. I don't think it's back this way. Oh shit, the dog's here. Great. Fucking hallway, man. Tell you what. I think so far the only thing I don't like about this game is the event flags, that certain things have to trigger for you to collect things. I don't know how you could do it differently, though. It seems like it's very dependent on this, like, authored horror experience. I already did this. Sleepy old man, he's so sleepy. Don't need any of that shit. I just love how blasé how most horror game protagonists are. They're like, yeah, this is happening. Oh well. They seem to love each other despite being eaten away by mold. Still can't get out. Okay, well, I did trigger a jump scare by walking through the hallways, so maybe I need to go back outside and encounter the dog. The dog is friends with the caretaker, so that's a good thing. Nothing bad's gonna happen. No, sir. I think this system of taking screenshots and then alt-tabbing to paste them is actually pretty effective, so I'll go ahead and use that for when we play La Mulana. I think the save points pretty much just seem to be if you want to take a break. You don't really need them to avoid death. Guess I could go tell the little girl that, her dog is... saw or heard her dog. Try that real fast. Really want to do you, octopus puzzle? I don't have a thing yet, though. Hey, little girl, I saw your dog. Give me the octopus key. No. Okay. Let me just try to think about each room in turn, then. I've done the bathroom. I've done the bedroom. It might be past the Laughing Clown hallway. I haven't been back in there for a while. Yes, yes. Oh, there's a token in the balloon that popped. There we go. I didn't even noticed the balloon popping. Just like, spooky clown, I'm out, I'm good. Cool, I like puzzles. What can I do with this, though? Oh, interesting. So, red, blue. Pirate, anchor, rum. I actually do have a clue about that, don't I? Hold on. Captain, the hold is packed with exotic fish and bottles of rum. We should weigh anchor before the sea monster pulls us in deep. Huh. I think that the red, blue... Nope, the clown, and it cost me, exactly. One, two, three, four. O, I, XXX, SSS. Huh. I think this is the only clue I have that's relevant to this, right? Okay, so let's try doing it just in that order. Fish and bottles of rum. So, captain. Fish and bottles of rum. Weigh anchor. And then what are these? How would I know red versus blue? Oh, it's the color of the text. Red, red, blue, red. I think it'll tell me if I got it right. Red captain. Red fish. Red, red, blue, red. I'm guessing it's left to right. Oh, maybe these connect to each other. So captain is red, red. Fish is red, red. Bottles is blue, blue. Anchor is red. Find Poseidon. That's pretty rad. I like it. Alright, here come more jump scares. Get ready! Taurus tablet. Really? I didn't get the Pisces tablet from Poseidon? That would be too on the nose, but Uncle Daedalus isn't? Cool. I like that this game just focuses on the puzzles. It gets some exposition out of the way at the beginning. I was kind of worried with the amount of dialogue at the beginning. And like you know, choosing questions and stuff, but it works a lot better when it's not doing that and it's focusing on the horror and the puzzles. Cool. That wasn't too bad. Oh wait, no. It's Nibble. He's stuck in a trap. Poor doggo. This is gonna suck. Are you ready? Are you ready? Can't be saved. Dog. I think they give you the choice, finish or ignore. It's messed. Huh, I can't take a screenshot of that puzzle. Okay, so it's recorder, ride, harpsichord, ride, recorder, ride, harpsichord, ride, brass? Was that right? Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't actually require the note. Find out later, I guess. You're just not trying hard enough. Now, this is another long hallway over here. Ready for a jump scare. It was just a bird. This game's pretty sweet. Get me in the mood for obtuse puzzles this weekend. Hey man, don't sit there with red light beaming out from the shed behind you, man. They really must spend a lot of money on those fancy colored LEDs. I'm Jim Sonremore. Little bastard of a squirrel driving me up a tree. It's Mr. Daedalus. He's the guy that built all the crazy mechanisms. Your dog already did get caught. Everyone sits that way. Yeah, just go order a bunch of the fancy colored LED light bulbs. Oh no, I made the mistake of slightly moving my foot to get a little bit more comfortable because I was starting to fall asleep, and then I lost the heart rate monitor. Alright, well, keep an eye on it. I'm gonna fix it while I'm doing other stuff. He also carved a wooden cow. I had a cow a few years ago. It was an accident, I swear. Gordons are quite fond of puzzles in all forms. It's a little inconvenient having to find tablets to go through a forest. Thanks, game. It's a key that allows you to unlock each puzzle if you're in a hurry. Huh. Cheat? Have you noticed anything odd about them? Well... wouldn't be surprised if they were into sadomasochism. Dead rodents. Let me in your creepy bathed red light shed, asshole. Some people's groundskeepers, man. They really like puzzles where they give me freedom to design them. It's like, you're really into obtuse mythological shit? Yeah, they really wanted to make sure that if you wanted to get into the garden that you had to collect 4 zodiac tablets first. I think you could make a whole game out of that. Like, how silly it is that you have to burn paintings to get around a police department in Resident Evil. Just make it all shit like that. And make the whole story revolve around how ridiculous it is. What sort of person designs a police department that requires you to burn a painting to get around? Oh, cool. Puzzle shit. Hey. Those are the sounds we heard. Oh, cool. So it's... trumpet must be the brass, ride cymbal, recorder, and then a guitar equals 2 trumpets. Nice. And then we also have cymbals associated with them. Fortunately, those I heard all of those correctly earlier. Somebody doesn't appreciate art, I guess. I hate art. I want to burn all the art. But it's like, how do they reset? If you want to get to the water cooler, like, does someone have to go buy a new painting, rig it up so you can burn it? That's very Eternal Darkness, stuff like that. Ah. Okay. So, we've heard everything, and I identified a harpsichord was actually a guitar. So, let's look at our clues here. It's recorder, ride, harps, and guitar, ride, brass. So it's square, triangle, circle, circle, triangle, circle. Let me put that over here on my other computer so that I can see it while I enter it. So, circle, triangle, circle, circle. Oh wait, no, I did that wrong. Oops. Square, triangle, circle, circle, triangle, circle. That's dope. That's a cool puzzle. I like it. Nice. Oh hey, it's the Vigo painting from Ghostbusters 2. Scourge of Carpathia. Is that a real painting, or did they make it for Ghostbusters 2? Oh, what's this all about? Hey, it's lights out! I better get it right now, since I keep talking about how I can do this puzzle, right? Oh, now I want to fuck it up. Kai Mom's not here to see it. So embarrassing. Alright, lights out. Play through the whole game solving all the stupid puzzles. When you get in trouble or die, you play as a new character as a construction worker. You demolish your way through all the puzzles with no effort using tools. I like it. Alright, that's creepy. Head. Talisman. Nice. It's a spooky talisman. You fucked it up, bro. Occult legends. Caleb, like his peers, is deprived of everlasting peace. While wandering the arid lands of damnation. I'm sorry. The demon's gaze met that of a beautiful woman. Despite Caleb's monstrous appearance, she fell under his charm. Damned in turn for offering her soul to Caleb, the young woman now had to eat human flesh in order to survive. With her dying breath, she brought 2 children to the world, a girl and a boy. Caleb left his children near a family of carnies and then disappeared. Spoopy. Creepy. God, I almost had a heart attack. Sorry, I'm a bit on edge at the moment. That's some goosebump shit. He felt a hand on the back of his neck. Chapter change. It was his sister. What's the deal with the caretaker? Tried to slice my throat. Before the caretaker brings my husband to rest. That thing can go through walls and vanish in the dark. I'm a locksmith. Not a ghostbuster or anything. Alright, that must be the Scourge of Carpathia. Traps for the work of our maintenance man. That occultist horror put a curse on the area before dying. God. The writing is definitely the game's weakest point, but it's, I mean, given that it's probably a French guy and English isn't his first language, he deserves some slack. Where's the body of the occultist? Seeing as she's the source of all these problems, I will go directly in that... I will go to that area. That seems like a good idea. Cockroaches on the mattress. Gross. Xavier D, John Wick, Felix K, Kevin L, Mark EF, Sean M, Mark H. Lock the door behind her. I want to go visit my Nana. Well, you better solve a musical puzzle. I don't know if I went this way. Is this the way to the shed? It might be. No, I have gone this way, but it's not the way to the shed. Okay. I already did that. Don't need that anymore. Here we go. Remains of the creepy occultist lady. She's the source of all these problems, so given that I don't exist in a horror game, let me go directly there. Need a tool to dig it up. Alright, go get... what's his nuts? Shovel. It's pretty standard when I'm streaming Stargamer. I go up about 20 to 30 BPM just from being live. Hey, give me your shovel. Or... yeah, so that's what I'm talking about, like... I wish they would have just let me take the shovel earlier. They probably have a scripted jump scare that's going to happen between picking up the shovel and heading back to the lake, which is why they have the event flag system. But I guess part of the... It's hard because part of the fun is like, oh, I remember there being a shovel, let me go get it. Like, why would the character just pick something up if he doesn't need to use it yet? I get it. Howdy. Let's disturb the remains. I don't feel so good. This collar's missing. Here you go. Have this talisman. Like that useless megaphone. Oh my god. Ah! You have infinite inventory, dude. So, Kat, you played Crisis Core, but not Final Fantasy VII, but there's a part in the game where you're exploring this area with Cloud. Or I'll wait till this minigame's over. About to die. Yeah. Let's get this over with. This is silly. I love it. Fighting game. Nice. Move, attack. Got it. I need to find a way to damage him with impunity. I like how simple it is. It's just a puzzle to solve. Shovel Knight, achievement unlocked. Nice. Caretaker disappeared, but I doubt a shovel's enough to get rid of him. When will this be an Evo? Oh, there's a save point in here. That's cool. Spoopy. Anyway, Final Fantasy VII, you're playing as Cloud. You go through this dungeon. You open a locker, and Cloud's like, you don't have any limited inventory in that game. Cloud's like, it's a megaphone, I don't need it. But it's like the ultimate megaphone for a party member that you recruit a couple hours later. You have to go back there in the end game to get it, but it's like, what the fuck, dude? You don't leave anything behind ever. Except this one time. Oh, that's cool. I am Miranda. I need your aid. Am I tripping? My brother, whom you call the caretaker, are special. The shadow of our father, the demon Caleb, flows through our soul. Charged with protecting my remains as well as my love, Joseph. Is Joseph also a husband of the butcher, the one who murdered you by the lake? Okay. So it's Diane who murdered you. Turn to the cabin. Oh man, it turns out that the spooky ghost guy is not a bad guy. He's actually a good guy. Can I get that talisman back so I can be protected? No? Alright. Let's see how it is. Yeah. Kat, do you know how much more time is in the game? Is it like on the order of hours? Or like tens of minutes? If we're super close to finishing it, this kind of feels like the end with the way they just resolved the story. Randomly put together items from your pockets, right? Gotta be more, because I have other puzzles I haven't done yet, so... Oh, Jesus. Okay, we can finish it on your next subblock then. Got me with a saw in the bathtub in the mansion. $0, $50, $100. Okay, so I need to find out what it wants me to do. I'm working on it, man. So what this clue is? I don't think so. I have to get it to 100, I think. 105, 70. I see. Each of these things adds a different value, so let me write them down. One adds 25. I'll try to solve this puzzle and I'll just deduct it from remaining time. That's like 30 maybe? 2 is 30. That's like 60 maybe? The ones on the bottom, I'll reduce it. Okay, so this is 25. 13 maybe? Oh, interesting. It must be 15. So 4 is minus 15. That's 60. It's 20, minus 20. And then 6 is what? So if I think that's 60, it's probably minus 50 would be my guess. Okay. So like I said, I'm gonna solve this puzzle and I'll just debit Cat's time for the next session. Let me see if I can figure it out. So I need to get to 100 exactly. I can add 25, 30, 60, and I can subtract 15, 20, and 50. So if I do 60 minus 50, 6, there's 70. Minus 50 is 20. Minus 15 should get me 5. Now I have to get 100. Okay. From 5, if I do 25, that gets me to 30. 60 is 90. Minus 50 is 40. Plus 60 is 100. Oh wait, no, I did that wrong. Shit. I don't know what count I'm at right now. It must be minus 40, not minus 50. Crap. Okay. So I'm at 50 now. 25 is 75 minus 15, 60. I can't add 40. $90 minus 20. 40 is 50. 70. 50. 40. 60? No, that must be plus 50. 3 is 50 is what's getting me in trouble. Okay. So we're at 90. Minus 15 is 75. Plus 1 is 25. Oh no, man. I'm really fucking it up. 95 minus 15 is 80 plus 1. Ah, shit. Oh, it looks like it saves my correct answers though, so that's nice. Maybe 1 was never 25 in the first place. Maybe it was just 20. Or maybe it's slightly less than that. It must be slightly less. Okay. Let's pretend like that's 90 minus 40. That must be minus 60. This is hard. See if I can brute force it real fast. Now, I gotta get it just in range. 2, 3, 4 is not 100. Okay, but it's really close to 100. So what number could the first button be? Maybe that's 90. So it could be 15. It's got to be more than 15. It could be 20. That looks like that's more than 80. 21? The 84. 22 would be 88. 92. Maybe it's 23. I think I need to finish it on this guy. My guess is that 1 is 23. Let me see if I can figure out what the other ones are then. The actual numbers are written somewhere. I know, right? I mean, it's possible to figure it out, I think. Can I get anything that goes straight to 50 exactly? I want to make sure I can be sure of one of these. Need to figure out about how large. Ooh-wee, I'm trying. Could also do this. This is a little cheesy, but what are you gonna do? Okay, so that's 989 pixels. And this is 239 pixels. Yeah, that's about what my guess was. So one is 24. Okay. You ready for some cheese, everybody? It gets cheesier. And then grab you. I wonder if this will be faster than brute forcing it. I bet it won't be. 290 out of 989. It's 29, so that's like 30. So my original guess was right for 2. Which must be how I got the other answers correct after all this. And then, if that's 30, this must be... I think my original guess was minus 15, right? Yeah. Because this is 30 minus 15 minus 15. Okay. So if this is 30, 60, 20, 20, 20, 30, 60, 40, 20? Oh, so I've got this one wrong. All right, let's figure that out then. 30, 60, whatever that is. Get your not cheese with your nachos. 90 divided by 989. 9? Well, it left 9 left. So it was 60, and after everything it left me with 9. So maybe it's minus 51? Really? How can I test that it's 51 though? So I could do 30, 60, 90. Minus 51 is 49. Plus 24. 73. Minus 51. Sorry, I keep getting distracted in my head. 22. 46. 56. 5. Oh, that's not 5 though. Well, I give up. Hey! Earned it. Well, so much for that plan. Shit, 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 shit. Math on stream to up the BPM more. Oh, hey, they found me. Journalists is beginning to understand. You're a bunch of freaks. Your dinner's still warm. Oh, he's just naked in the chair. We never questioned that. Oh, that's funny. He was actually hallucinating all along. No, no! The whole adventure was a big hallucination about him murdering his wife he was sad about. Way to take evil drugs, dude. You're kicking an old lady in the gut. I'm glad I went through and finished that puzzle if that was the end of the game. Might not actually be the end, I guess we'll see. I'm gonna go into the next save point, we'll debit Cat's next subblock. You're in deep shit. Ask about mythology. I don't think it's actually over. I'm asking the questions here. The pills of any particular marking, they have horns printed on them. You ingested the Minotaur drug, the latest blight we're trying to eradicate. Those who take it become Minotaurs themselves. The worst labyrinths are not those made of stone, but those within ourselves. This is a fucking deep cop over here. Take me out, dude. Existence is an illusion. You're nothing but lines of code confined to a program. You are the object of certain gazes, like an immense face covered in eyes. Oh, we saw that. Talking about the video. Oh, it's like a mouse click pointer. What? That's cool. Thought his weapon looked weird. Jim is now playing with you. That's pretty neat. Let me out. Let me out. This is not a dance. New soul, who dis? God. This reminds me of rathergood.com now. Whoa! It looks like box art for the Genesis. It's all a nightmare, just a nightmare. Banged your head on the table. Threw up on that pizza and fell asleep, that's all. Oh, he's got the little symbol on his mouse pad. Think you killed him and came back to finish a slice of pizza? Don't be stupid. Go to the hotel where my wife and daughter are. Oh, the game is almost over, Cat? Okay, I'll finish it then, if we're that close. No reason to boot the game up for like 12 minutes. And I'll just reduce your subblock bank by half an hour for next time. Seinfeld's on tonight. I don't care. Don't you want to watch Seinfeld with the caretaker? It'll be great. Oh, this game's too much. Oh, Miranda. And he's got all the other art in his house. Looks like the caretaker. Puppet Master. Hey, I'm the Puppet Master. Oh man, this is some Gygas shit here. Are you serious? That's funny. That's so cheesy. I can't tell if this game is meant to be taken seriously. It might not be, to be honest. Dev debug. Oh, I can change its health values. Maybe it's to end the fight more quickly or something. Oh, I see. 3101. I have to find the colors. Okay, that's kind of I like the idea of it being a puzzle fight. Okay, so we need the 2 green numbers and the 2 purple numbers. 15, 24. Oh, that's funny. Jim, why? You're tempting us both to relive these events for eternity. I got a lot of ammo. It's all in my head. Introduce myself to the receptionist to find out my wife's room number. The door is open. Just banging somebody else. Hey, that's the title screen. Oh, that's an interesting room. He's still going nutty in the prison cell. I guess the moral of the story is don't do drugs. At least don't do weird designer drugs. Cool. I'm glad we pushed through. It would have been a bummer to start and play for 17 minutes. But what if I want to turn into a Minotaur? Then do a shitload of drugs, Chaos. If that's really what you're dreaming for? Oh, that was a clay model? That's cool. You just modeled it based on it to see what it would look like. Huh, that's cool. Get out there and take as many drugs as you possibly can. Translation by Level Up. Yeah, it is a French game originally. No problem. Thanks for sharing that, Kat. That was a pretty perfect sub-block experience. This is the end. I probably could have come in under if I didn't get stuck on the event flag stuff early on. Once I realized that's how it worked, it was easier to do. Deal doesn't end here. Someone will inevitably start a new game. Cool. Very nice. Thanks everyone for hanging out. That was fun. I'll let you know what's coming up next week.